Today is May 13th, Tuesday, 2014, and to explain those last vlogs you saw, the first one on May 9th was Friday, and basically what you saw was me spending the night at a friend's house, and on this same day, we had something called the senior presentations. The senior presentations are the quote-unquote final requirements for graduation. You have to get up in front of a few teachers, a community member, or something like that, and what they call the panel, and you have to tell them about who you are, where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. And to put things in perspective, when I said I got proficient, and me and Yoshi Fan 2012, who was also on camera, that means that we passed, but we weren't perfect. Distinguished means perfect, and Corso Joe and Ultra 64 Fan 1 got distinguished. So, and to be fair, I honestly was a little frustrated that I didn't get perfect, because the thing is that you only get one chance at this. I mean, like, unless you fail it, then you have to redo it. But, you know, for all intents and purposes, I was frustrated because I could have gone perfect. I really could have if I did the right things. To get proficient, you have to. There's basically like several categories, and you have to get like a certain checkboxes in those categories marked in order to get proficient. If you don't get enough of them, then you get redo, which means you have to redo the senior presentation the following week, I suppose. And I messed up on 2 checkboxes on the whole senior presentation. I was supposed to wear business professional clothing, which I did not. Instead, I wore my Letterman jacket. I felt that would, be as close to business professional as I could get. But the thing is that I do have a shirt and tie at my house that I could have worn, and I would have gone distinguished. Well, actually, except for the other thing that I screwed up on, which was forgetting to mention how, like, a specific example of how I helped out students. And I'd say the closest to that would be, being the representative for the cross-country team this year. I did help people in that matter that I provided snacks on the way to meets, which I guess doesn't sound that important, but still, the fact is I helped contribute to people's success in some of their races, and it really did. So, if I mentioned that and worn business professional clothing, I would have gone distinguished. So, the fact is, no, actually, to be honest, there was another reason why I was, frustrated and get distinguished, because my 2 friends that got distinguished also messed up on 1 or 2 things, but they had different panels than me, and those panels came up to them and said, we want you to get distinguished, so just because you messed up on these 2 things, we're not going to count you down. And my panel said, we want to get you distinguished, but you screwed up on these 2 things, so we're going to have to give you proficient. So, you can imagine I am a little frustrated, especially since I can't redo it. I'm going to have to just remember that for the rest of my life. Yes, I know this doesn't sound like a big deal, but to me, it's irritating, because I got a different panel. But at the same time, I am also happy for my 2 friends who got distinguished. But the fact is, they believe it doesn't matter. As long as you passed, you passed, and you don't have to redo it again, and you are ready to graduate. Which I guess in some respect I am, but, June 7th is still a bit away. We got a few weeks. And, I just got so close to being perfect that I feel bad. I don't mean to sound, like, ambitious like that. It's just a little bit frustrating. But, again, I guess it's nothing to be frustrated over. Nothing really important. And also, let's see. Okay, so that explains Friday. So I was spending the night at a friend's house, and I talked about that. We were playing Super Smash Bros. And one of my friends, I can't remember if it was on accident or not, but to explain the very beginning of that video, the game glitched up because I guess Yoshi Fan accidentally tilted the cartridge. Maybe it was on purpose. I can't really quite remember, but when he did, the game froze, and it started sounding like that. So we started dancing to it. Yep, the things you do with your friends. The second clip you saw was us just kind of screwing around and actually attempting to do that with other games, such as GoldenEye 007. GoldenEye 007 is actually famous for some of the craziness that can erupt with you doing stuff like that. Like tilting the cartridge. The characters will go all ape shit and start, like spazzing out and being like they're on seizures or something. And um, the other game that we tried was the other game being Mario Party. And pretty much in the next clip after that is obviously me and Yoshi Fan discussing, how we did on our senior presentations and whatnot. And then I went to sleep. So that explains that vlog. And then the next vlog, I won't explain what we were doing that morning. Basically, we were just heading back. I won't even bother to explain what Yoshi Fan was doing, so I'm not even gonna go there. The second clip you got was me having dinner with my family at Farmhouse Inn, which is near Mount Vernon, which is several miles from my mom's house. I can't remember quite how far it is. And my mom lives in Everett, so however far Mount Vernon is from Everett, I'd say at least like 50 miles or so. Anyways, yeah, it was a pretty long drive to get there, and we basically went there to have Mother's Day dinner with my grandma. So yeah, that went pretty well. We didn't really do much to celebrate Mother's Day on Sunday, besides obviously order food, so my mom didn't have to cook or anything. So and that's how we celebrate our Mother's Day. So that's basically just to catch you guys up on things a little bit. There's a lot of other stuff I have to talk about, like since the vlogs are back, I suppose I should talk about what I'm planning to do this summer and how the status of college applications and whatnot are going. Hey guys, sorry about the change of surroundings, but so yeah, continuing on this vlog, yeah, today is just overall today, on its own, has just been very, very eventful, as far as the tour goes, and then I had practice, but other than that, yeah, I just kind of lost my train of thought. So whatever I was talking about before, I apologize. I'm just going to end the vlog off here and continue talking, guys, hopefully tomorrow. I'm not gonna make any promises though, because last time I did, I went like 5 months without doing a vlog, so I'm not gonna do that again. Actually, it's more like 4 months, but anyways, I will see you guys later. So I am signing out. Actually, I'll just say Mr. MCG Live again, because whatever. Mr. MCG Live signing out. Bye.